G'day guys, Aussie Mark here, and today doing a review of a fixed blade knife. This is a custom made knife from cKc Knives, Kyley Harris in New Zealand, and this is a 5-inch version of his Thrive model. I'm not sure how many of the 5-inch version were made. For all I know, this could be the only one. Normally the Thrive's a 4-inch blade, this one, as mentioned, a 5-inch. It's my second knife from Kyley, and pretty damn impressed with it. As usual with his stuff, it's a convex blade. This one's done in 01 steel. It's a drop point. The blade on it, as I mentioned, 5-inch, that's the actual cutting edge. If you measure it right back to that point there, it's around about 5 1/8 of an inch, or 130 millimeters. Overall length of this blade, or knife all up I should say, 9 3/4 inches, 247 millimeters. The weight of it, 6.8 ounces or 194 grams. I didn't bother weighing it in the sheath because I've added a Tec-Lok, but that's just the actual weight of the knife. Very light in hand. Balance point is right about there, so it's a very neutral feeling knife in the hand. Just a joy to use. Handle's micarta on this one. It's also got these really nice mosaic pins. I'll try and get that to focus. One there. And of course we've got a lanyard tube in the back, which is a brass tube. I'm not sure what colour micarta that is. It's very well shaped, nice radius corners, and no hot spots whatsoever. The only downside, of course, like any micarta handle, you get it a bit wet, it does get a little bit slippery, but that's life. We'll have a close look at the blade. Now, Kyley's blades are never the most finely finished out there. He makes no claim that they will be. His knives are working knives, and they're certainly very functional. You can see the grind marks up there, and also you'll be able to see scratch marks down the bottom. I've had a little bit of a polish on it, and it's been working a bit, and I've had to put it on, do the edge a couple of times. So if you see any little weird looking scratches on there, they're probably my fault, and I'm sure they didn't come that way from Kyley. And that's his maker's mark just on there, cKc. So yeah, really nice knife. I'll just, before we go any further with the knife, I'll just roll the sheath and show you. Now, Kyley makes these as well. It's a kydex sheath. As mentioned, I've added the Tec-Lok on there, which went on really nice. That's the larger size Tec-Lok. Fits in great and sits nice on the hip. And yeah, that's just perfect actually. Really excellent retention on that sheath. Just click that in. Nice positive click home. And it certainly isn't coming out, but get your thumb there on that nicely shaped ramp. And again, no sharp edges, he's done a great job on that. Out we come, and you're good to go. So the sheath's every bit as good as the knife in my opinion. How good's the knife? Well, I could do a paper cut test, but frankly I suck at them, and I don't want to embarrass myself, and I don't want to embarrass Kyley, so I'll do something a little bit more practical. Cut a bit of fruit. I should mention the thickness of the blade. I didn't talk to you guys about that. I told you it was 01 steel. The thickness of it is, back here, it does taper down of course, about 4 mil. So it looks to me like the knife's made from 4mm stock of 01 steel. So how does it slice? Pretty good. What about just push cutting? The thickness, you can feel it there, but certainly it slices. You can see very fine slices of apple coming off there. Very effortless. Don't have to work the blade hard to do this at all. It's a good apple. So uses for this knife, well, as demonstrated here, food preparation. I've actually used this knife quite a lot in the kitchen at home. Frankly, it's better than all the kitchen knives by a country mile. Sorry, I'll stop chomping on apple so I can speak properly. In its overall shape, I guess it's not too similar to a kitchen knife. It certainly handles very much like a kitchen knife, and the handle's a very familiar shape. So I've been using this a lot in the kitchen and liking it. Good camp knife. I think it'd be excellent for bushcrafting. Not that I claim to be a bushcrafter, but from what I've seen of the activities those guys do, this would certainly do that sort of work. I'll just grab a bit of pine here, and we'll actually been having a bit of a play earlier. See how much that pushes on in there. That's not too bad. Just put a tape measure back so you guys can get some idea of how deep that cut is. It's focusing. So I wasn't have to put a whole lot of effort into that. And this is really the benefit of these convex blades. They really do bite in nice. Quite impressed. What else can I say about it? Quality. Again, if you're not looking for the perfect fit and finish, you're not looking for something that's going to sit in the showroom or sit in your showcase or whatever, it's not going to be a safe coin. I think the quality's really high. It's a functioning tool, and Kyley uses good steel. He's got a good heat treater over there in New Zealand, does his work for him, and the shape, the performance of the blade is really quite outstanding. I think it's a high value knife. They're not cheap like any custom made knife. Having said that, they're certainly not as expensive as many custom knife makers out there. So I think the value on them is really good. Conclusion, if you are interested in getting into a convex knife, or you haven't tried one, or you have tried them and like them, Kyley stuff's really worth a go. Don't expect to get it in a big hurry. I mean, he's a busy man, he's got another job, this is just a hobby, so he makes them when he can. But yeah, very good, very happy with this knife. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Bye for now.